Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the magical world of Disney Pixel RPG, where gacha pulls can bring your favorite heroes and villains right to your fingertips. With each character you collect, you'll discover a treasure trove of unique skills and attributes that can really make or break your team. Sure, it's super fun to build a squad with your beloved characters, but have you ever thought about how to spice things up by adding characters that complement their strengths and weaknesses? Trust me, crafting the perfect lineup is like putting together a Disney dream team. It takes a little time and strategy, but the rewards are so worth it. So, whether you're just starting out or you've been summoning characters like a pro, we're here to help you prioritize which ones to power up first. It's all about striking the right balance and maximizing those team synergies. From lucky pulls to exciting event characters, we'll guide you through the best choices to enhance your gameplay and make your adventures in Disney Pixel RPG even more magical. Grab your popcorn and let's get ready to unlock some character potential. I'm quickly moving on to the video and I'm ranking characters in Disney Pixel RPG. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
My friends, only 0.1% of viewers subscribe. If you like this type of content, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance for your support.
The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Archer Donald Duck, Carnival Goofy, Carnival Mickey Mouse, and Neverland Tinkerbell. Alright, let's dive into the colorful world of Disney Pixel RPG and check out the characters in the C tier. Now don't get me wrong, these characters can definitely hold their own, especially if you're just starting out. But let's be real, they're not the stars of the show. They've got decent stats and some fun abilities, but there are simply better options out there waiting to steal the spotlight. So grab your snacks and let's break down these characters. First up, we've got Archer Donald Duck. Now, this adventurous little guy has a look that says, "I'm ready for action," but his skills leave a bit to be desired. Sure, he can buff his own evasion, which sounds nice, but let's be honest, who wants a team player that only thinks of themselves? Plus, while he can reduce damage taken, there are way more supportive units that can do a much better job. If you're looking for a strong team dynamic, you might want to leave Donald on the bench for now. Next, let's talk about Carnival Goofy. This Goofy unit packs a punch with some serious damage against a single enemy and has a nifty defend of fence DB. And debuff ability. However, there's a catch. His EX skill is a bit of a puzzle. It requires careful planning to trigger, which can be tricky, especially in the heat of battle. He's got potential, but you'll need to strategize to get the most out of him. If you're up for a challenge, Goofy might just surprise you. Now, moving on to Carnival Mickey Mouse. This little guy knows how to deal damage and can reduce enemy attack, which is super handy. But there's a catch with his EX skill too. It only triggers when he's at 75 HP or more. So, if he takes a hit, you might find yourself wishing you had picked someone else. He can be a solid addition to your party, but you might find him weighing you down if things get a bit too intense. Lastly, we have Neverland Tinkerbell. While she's not a terrible unit by any means, her usefulness can dwindle when you start seeing those higher rarity characters with similar skills. However, she shines when it comes to buffing crit power and crit chance. If you're in a pinch and need a supporting unit, Tinkerbell can step up to the plate. Just keep in mind that she might not be your go-to choice as your team grows stronger. So there you have it, folks. The C-tier characters in Disney Pixel RPG may not be the shining stars of your roster, but they've got their moments, especially when you're just starting out. As you progress though, keep an eye out for those higher tier characters that can truly elevate your gameplay. Happy adventuring! The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Adventurer Pinocchio, Carnival Chip, Carnival Pluto, Honey Farm Eeyore, Honey Farm Tigger, Scientist Mickey Mouse, Thief Flynn Rider, and Ukulele Master Stitch. Alright, let's dive into the world of Disney Pixel RPG and talk about some of those B-tier characters that can certainly hold their own, but maybe aren't quite ready for the big leagues. You know, the ones that you might want to upgrade to have some fun with, but you wouldn't hesitate to swap out for a better option if you get the chance. First up, we have Adventurer Pinocchio. Picture him as a pint-sized version of Special Agent Nick, adorably small but surprisingly powerful. He might not have the ability to lock skills, but he can paralyze enemies and unleash serious damage, one at a time. And let's not forget about his X skill. It's like a little bonus for your team, providing some healing to your allies. So, if you're feeling sentimental about this wooden wonder, he can definitely work in your party with the right support. Next in line is Carnival Chip. Now, Chip is no slouch when it comes to SP gain and charge, but he does have a catch. His EX skill needs a steady flow of SP to truly shine, which can make him a bit unreliable. He's great in a pinch, but if you're relying on him too much, you might find yourself in a tight spot. Keep an eye on your SP levels, and he could be a fun addition to your team. Let's not forget about Carnival Pluto. Pluto's role is a blend of buffing and healing, but honestly, he's not the best at either. Sure, he can provide level 2 buffs in defense and evasion, making you harder to hit, but there are definitely better characters out there who can do the same job with flair. He's like that friend who's good at everything but a master of none. A solid option if you're short on choices, but you might want to bench him for something with a bit more oomph. Moving on to Honey Farm Eel, who's got a similar vibe to Pluto. He can dish out some serious damage to a single enemy, but he also debuffs foes. His X skill boosts his own defense, which is handy, but again, he's not much help to the team overall. If you've got a spot to fill, Eel can be entertaining, but just know that he's more of a solo act. And then we have the energetic Honey Farm Tigger. Tigger's a blast in battle, dealing massive damage and even having a chance to inflict level 2 paralyze. When you unlock his EX skill, he can increase his crit power after landing 2 hits, making him a formidable choice for those boss fights. He might not be top tier, but he can certainly bounce his way into a strong performance with the right strategy. Last but not least, we have Scientist Mickey Mouse. He's all about boosting attack and defense for his allies, but his EX skill feels a bit underwhelming. After your team uses skills 5 times, he grants them a modest attack boost. It's useful, but you can't help but wish he had a little more versatility. He's a great character for those who love Mickey, but he might need some extra support to really make a difference on the battlefield. So there you have it, our B tier crew. They may not steal the show, but with the right upgrades and support, they can still bring some fun to your adventures in Disney Pixel RPG. If you've got any favorites among these characters, let me know in the comments. The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: Carnival Daisy Duck, Carnival Dale, Carnival Minnie Mouse, DJ Mickey Mouse, Heavy Warrior Goofy, Honey Farm Piglet, Legendary Warrior Mulan, Little Elephant Dumbo, Special Agent Judy, and Special Agent Nick. Alright, let's dive into the colorful world of Disney Pixel RPG, where the characters not only shine in their own unique ways, but also offer some fantastic substitutes for those elusive S-tier heroes. If you're still on the hunt for that dream team, fear not. These A-tier characters are here to save the day and help you on your quest. First up, we have Carnival Daisy Duck. Daisy is a superstar when it comes to support. With her ability to buff attack and their defense, she's like that friend who always has your back. But wait, there's more. She also brings HP regeneration to the table. You'll want her in your squad, especially when the going gets tough and your team needs a little pick-me-up. Then there's Carnival Dale, the red striker who knows how to exploit the weaknesses of red-coded characters like nobody else. If you've got Dale on your side, you can bet he'll be dishing out some serious damage. He's all about getting those enemies where it hurts and making sure your team comes out on top. Trust me, you'll love having him around. Next, let's talk about Carnival Minnie Mouse. If you're struggling to find a solid healer, Minnie is your gal. She can restore poison and SP lock, which is crucial during those tough battles. She might not be the top tier healer, but she definitely holds her own, especially when you're in a pinch. Plus, who doesn't love Minnie? She's a classic. Now, we can't forget DJ Mickey Mouse. He's one of the first characters you'll get to try out during the tutorial, and for good reason. As a fabulous starting healer, he can restore paralysis from your characters, making him a valuable asset early on. His upbeat vibes and supportive skills will have you feeling pumped up and ready to take on whatever challenges come your way. Moving on, meet Heavy Warrior Goofy. He's like the friendly tank of the group. By taunting enemies, he draws attention away from your more vulnerable characters, reducing the damage dealt to him while also buffing his evasion. Goofy is a helpful companion who can give your team that much needed breather during intense battles. Who knew a little silliness could go such a long way? Last but not least, we have Honey Farm Piglet. This adorable healer is someone you definitely want to keep in your back pocket. He can restore stun and skill lock, making him essential for those challenging boss fights. While his rarity might hold him back from being an S-tier character, his healing capabilities are worth the effort to level him up. With Piglet around, you can face even the toughest opponents with confidence. So, whether you're still searching for those S-tier characters or just looking to fill out your roster with some solid A-tier options, these characters are ready to step up and help you on your adventure in Disney Pixel RPG. The characters in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: Carnival Donald Duck, Enchanted Princess Aurora, Enchanted Princess Belle, Enchanted Princess Rapunzel, Evil Ruler, Maleficent, Hero Mickey Mouse, Honey Farm Pooh, Jewel Guardian Genie, Neverland, Peter Pan, Robot Baymax, Singer Cinderella, Singer Marie, and Warrior Beast. Alright folks, let's dive into the magical world of Disney Pixel RPG and explore the creme de la creme of characters you can add to your team. These are the S tier characters. Think of them as the superheroes of the gacha realm. If you're looking to dominate battles and leave your enemies in awe, you'll definitely want to snag as many of these powerhouses as you can. First up, we have the charming Carnival Donald Duck. Not only does he have an awesome area of effect attack that can take out multiple foes at once, but he's also a yellow striker. When you fully upgrade him, he gets to debuff enemies, making him an indispensable addition to any party. Imagine wreaking havoc while debuffing your foes. What's not to love? Next on our list is the stunning Enchanted Princess Aurora. As an orange striker, she knows how to target enemy weaknesses and hit hard. Upgrade her and she can even debuff the enemy's attack, which means she doesn't just deal damage, she also minimizes the threat they pose. Having her on your side is like having a secret weapon up your sleeve. Then we have Enchanted Princess Belle, and let me tell you, she's an absolute game changer. Belle shines when it comes to buffing crit rate and attack for her teammates. Upgrade her and she'll help your party hit harder than ever. It's like having a personal coach cheering you on and making sure you take down those bosses with style. But we can't forget about Enchanted Princess Rapunzel, our go-to healer. She doesn't just restore HP, she works wonders by cleansing negative effects like Paralyze and SP Lock. When your team is in trouble, Rapunzel swoops in to save the day, ensuring everyone stays in fighting shape. Now let's talk about the formidable evil ruler Maleficent. She's not just about looking menacing, she can attack multiple enemies and debuff their defense. When her EX skill comes into play, her damage output skyrockets, making her a must-have unit for anyone serious about their team composition. Talk about a dark fairy godmother. Moving on, we have Hero Mickey Mouse. This blue striker is a heavy hitter, dealing significant damage to one enemy at a time. Once you upgrade him, he can debuff enemy defense, making him particularly devastating against blue-coded foes. With Mickey on your team, you're always in good hands, and don't overlook Honey Farm Pooh. He's all about keeping the party buffed and alive. With his ability to grant defense buffs, evasion buffs, and HP regeneration, he makes sure that even if attacks come your way, your team can endure. Pooh may be adorable, but he packs a punch when it comes to support. Finally, we can't forget Warrior Beast. He's a massive tank who can deal heavy damage and debuff enemy defense. As you upgrade him, he becomes even more formidable, helping you regain SP to unleash those skills over and over again. With Beast on the front line, you'll feel invincible. So there you have it folks, if you're serious about climbing the ranks in Disney Pixel RPG, make sure to aim for these S tier characters. They're not just powerful, they're downright essential for a winning team. Happy gaming, and may your pulls be ever in your favor. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.